Okay, evening, everybody. Excuse me. It is 7 o'clock on the dot. We really want to honor everybody's time. So thank you so much to those of you that have arrived on time by being a couple of minutes early. So we really do thank you for that and appreciate your time. Tonight's a bit of a different session to Friday night. Tonight is all about planning. We don't want to let the session go on for longer than 30 minutes, but we do feel that we need to get some really important information to you for planning purposes, for getting yourselves ready and organized and everything in place before the start of our new financial year. So again, from our side, thank you so much. To Gail, thanks for the stunning cup of coffee. To Debs for dropping off the water before you left, but it's all systems go here. And I don't know if you can see the flip chart behind me, if you can read it. I don't know if it's eligible, but it's a really pertinent question. And that is, how big is your game? How big is your game going to be in the next financial year? And how big is your game going to be for the next 3 weeks of July? So before we head into some of the excitement around July, we're going to just start off with the business processes and procedures. And I'm going to hand over to Gail, who's going to touch on the warehouse and operations. So if you just let me share my screen, I have got a presentation that's been prepared diligently by Roshni for us. Thank you so much to Rosh. And this is a business planning session. So let's head into our operations side with Gail. Thank you, Gail. Gail, you're on mute at the moment. There we go.
Oh, gosh, there we go. As everybody does know, it is the last 3 weeks of our financial year. And I just know that for me, this is always the most exciting time. This is where we really do need to dig deep. It is where you have to dig within and you have to come and produce everything that you need in order to make your business a huge success. And I have seen so many of us in my many years that have achieved our goals and our targets, our overseas incentives and our butterfly bonuses in this exact 21 days. So I do hope and I do really pray that we are all ready to run the last leg as fast and as hard as we can with everything within us. So just from me and from Salvin, you can go onto that slide, Jay. Just for me and from Salvin, it is a very exciting time in our warehouse. July is now well underway. Our stock take has been completed, our annual stock take. And for us as the beekeepers, this was our first stock take. And it was really important to us that it was a very successful one. And I need to let you know that as we got the warehouse ready for the insurance audit, it really put a lot of things and a lot of business practices into place in our warehouse. And we have received a resounding applause from the auditors on the amazing stock take that we have just completed. On Janine, definitely. We still have to have a brass bell and ring a brass bell and celebrate this win and have a champagne because it really was a big challenge for us. And the auditors were impressed beyond words on the way our warehouse is running, on the organization, and on the way the systems have been amended in the warehouse. So a huge thank you to Salvin and to his team. And I am really exceptionally proud of the warehouse and where we are going. Carnival stock, obviously, on the freezing cold weekend of Carnival, we had hordes and hordes of stock out there, which then had to be repackaged and repriced and remarked and put back into the system before stock take, and that has all been accomplished. So we're super excited about where we are. We can go on to the next slide, Jay. I don't think I can control it here. I think only you can do it. But July month is now open, and I cannot tell you, it is forests of orders that have been printed again. So payments came in beautifully over the weekend. And I think I just want to appeal to everybody and to say, last month when I had a look at the cancelled order reports, I could cry. And I'm sure that you as a leader felt exactly the same. There were so many cancelled orders. And that really is the one thing that keeps us from overshooting our target, because people will place an order. Now, no, it's beyond your control, but I think if you don't deal with the culprits, we really are not going to go anywhere. Ria Maritz designed some beautiful slides, which Chantal is going to send out on the tablet to try and help you. But, if the orders get placed and they don't get paid, we could have sold those items 10 times over and you could be earning. That could be just the very item that could get you to your overseas ticket, could get you to your next variable level. So I really just want to appeal to everybody. We're going to be very, very strict this month. Chantal is not going to extend payments, as she was very kind to you last month. We are not going to do this month because we don't want to have stock reserved and released, reserved and released. We're going to be super strict about it. Salvador and his team and I had a big meeting about that this morning, and we really, really are going to monitor that. So just from your side, if you can drive that, you know who the culprits are, you know who the girls are who constantly place the orders and don't pay, have a little word with them and put an incentive into your team. It really is going to be to the benefits of all of us. So for us from the warehouse side, we're super excited. You know, those containers that came and caused us great stress during carnival time, we wondered where we'd put all the stock. We are now going to be uploading that stock onto the system, bringing Ultimate into the system. We're preparing for our new financial year, and there's a lot of things that Janine, Debbie, and I have realized that happen in the background when we realize all of this. But we definitely are working at putting our sale out and updating your PDFs as often as Chantal and Jill Cameron can do that for you, so that you are constantly working with an updated PDF to get sales. There's amazing stock in the winter sale. There's amazing stuff in the birthday. And I can't let out all the secrets, but Chantal and Candice have got a lot of things up their sleeve together with Janine on the sales side. So we are going to be needing to run a night shift. A night shift will be here to support you for as long as we need it to keep the business running effectively and to keep our service levels amazing for you. On the finance side, I want to point out that Capitec tends to be a big problem at month end since they merged with Mercantile Bank. So many of you have come to us and just said, it's so frustrating at month end. It's not really in our control. It is completely in the Capitec department. It is not our department at all, but it seems like they have some technical hitches since they merged, and it's like their app can't cope with the month-end overload. So please, I'm going to appeal to you. It is our financial year. Try to get your payments in as early as you can. We've got a lot of exciting things that Janine's going to be sharing with you today, and that's definitely going to help you. So if we can put our focus on getting our payments in daily, I know that month end is not going to be as stressful as it was in the month of June. The normal bugbear that I know you all hate, some of your star stations and some of your resigned butterflies have got outstanding courier fees. Could you please try to make sure that those get settled? We do want to close off this year on a clean slate, and I know that it's really, 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 really important that we get those paid up and we start off the new year without any debt hanging over our shoulders. There are one or two of you still have your door kits. If those could please come in. We managed to smooth over the beautiful auditors and explain to them how come those kits were still outstanding, but we can't really run that beyond the end of this month. So please, those kits must come back in order for us to start preparing your beautiful Ultimate kits. And then I do know that it's at this time of the year that we need to be very, 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 very strict on credits. So Rosh is going to keep her eye on. We're not saying we're not doing credit, so don't go off the call and say that's what we said. But what I am saying is just try and maybe sell that extra shoe if you can't get an exchange on it. We don't want to have a whole lot of credits being dumped here on the first week of August. We're not going to have that. We're not going to permit that. And Rosh is going to be very, very strict when she monitors the credits. So please, could you just go back, review your credit policy? And if I could ask all mother team leaders, please just remind your style stations in your group and your mother team leaders and as well as your own direct team leaders to keep an eye on credits and we don't want to be adding all of this into our warehouse. Budgets have been finalized and we've been having such fun doing the budgets. I actually never realized budgets could be such fun. So Janine has really put a lot of effort into that together with Chantal. And I do believe that we're putting together a budget that's going to be achievable, but that's definitely going to see you all achieving your goals and your dreams. And then I see a lot of comments in the chat box about Ozo. I do see that, and I do understand that sometimes some of these platforms, it's out of our control. But I think if we can just try to get our payments in a little bit before the 31st of the month, we should maybe try to alleviate that backlog. But Chantal is working all the time with the different platforms to make sure that we can bring the best service. And then just how to highlight that. It is always best just to let your mentor know, and your mentor can put that onto the mentor group, because that's the group that Chantal scans all the time. So then she'll be able to just pick up which platform has a payment issue, and she can try to deal with that. And then I'm just going to ask, I know Debs or Janine would do a poll, but maybe you could use the chat box. I had a very, very nice conversation with Selvin, and it is something that we do want to propose, that for those of you that have come from out of town that felt completely aggrieved that the carnival happened without you. I'm not sure if it's because of the popcorn or because of the great deals, but what we do just wanted to know from you is, if there was an opportunity, and Selvin is very, very keen to support us, would you be interested if we had some of the carnival stock out at Gala, and you could shop exactly as you did here by picking your stock, paying on your debit card, paying on your credit card, and leaving with your stock, having a lot of little things. Okay, yes. Sonia Favas, right? Of course, Queenie. Yes. Jeanette, you've already shopped. Do you need more? Okay, great. It's a resounding yes. So we will put that up, and we will put out a very clear process. But what we did think, okay, yes. Okay, fantastic. So we will have those items. And what I did think, especially when I saw some emails coming from Sheila, is that some of these items could be great for incentives or lucky draws, or some little gifts for your upcoming ultimate launches. So we will definitely okay, it's a resounding yes. We'll be doing carnival at conference. So that is it. That's it from my side. I'm super excited about what Janine's going to be launching. So I'm going to be handing over to Debs, and I just need to go and change my coffee cup to a champagne cup, because we've got exciting things happening. Thanks, Janine.
Thanks, Gail. Thanks so much for all the warehouse feedback and financial feedback. Can't stress enough how important all of that is, so that we can end our July on a high. As Gail said, our audit went well, our stock take went well, and now it's just about us making space for a great, great year ahead. We're busy finalizing targets. We will be coming back to one or two of you where we may need to be doing some tweaks. We're going to be spending the next 48 hours confirming that, so that by Friday this week, all of your targets and budgets for the new financial year will be in place, so that you can go into the new year knowing exactly what it is that you need to achieve. Obviously, some of the recognition, rewards, and incentives will only be announced at our sales conference and our Gala awards, but we need to do the budgets in order to see how much we can spoil you with in the next financial year. So that's another reason why bringing budgets down isn't a great idea. It gives us less to spoil you with in the new financial year. One of the things we've been talking about quite a lot is bringing structure into the business, structure and leadership development to help grow individuals through our business. And that's basically a focus on training and development. So I'm going to hand over to Debbie, whose portfolio is training and development, one of her parts of her portfolio, with some great and exciting news. And this is when you need a pen and paper to hear what we've got planned in terms of how we're going to grow and how we're going to help you grow the people in your business to be the best version of themselves that they can be. So I'm going to hand over to Debs. Debs, will you tell me when to click?
Okay, thanks very much, Janine. So a huge warm welcome to all our team leaders, our sales station leaders, and our sales consultants that have joined us this evening to see 129 people on our company Zoom. Absolutely amazing. And we've got exciting news to share with you. Now, I think everybody out in the field knows by now that one of my passions is actually training and teaching individuals. 23 years ago, when I joined this business, we had to attend a new team leader training session prior to us actually being appointed as team leaders and going out into the field. Now, going back 23 years ago, guess what? We still had checkbooks. And one of the requirements for us as a new team leader was to submit to Honey 3 post-dated checks for our training. Well, checkbooks are no longer there, and we're now working on point of sale thanks to all the hard work that Chantal has put in over the past few years. It's now, can you believe it, nearly 4 years, or just over 4 years, that we've actually been on our point of sale system. So where the clients can, you as a sales consultant or team leader can go in on your portals, make payments, etc. So lots has changed. However, what has not changed is that personal development and growth is essential to each and every one of us. So it doesn't matter where you are in your honey journey. If you're still just a sales consultant, it is very important that we actually invest in ourselves so that we can grow. And you need to be a student and you need to learn as much as you possibly can. So even though some of us have been in the business for 28 years, we are still learning something every day. And quite often people think, well, you know what, I'm not going to invest in training. I'm not going to bother. I know how to run my business. Well, statistics do show us that if you actively participate in whatever is offered by your company, your results will be 300% greater than where they are right now. So if we have a look and we look back at the past 3 years, yes, we were all very, very active. We had face-to-face interactions. We were going to training. We were doing events. And then lockdown happened. And of course, we had to do virtual. We had a very, very successful year. But what actually has transpired is that individuals have felt very, very comfortable now being behind the screen or just sending a WhatsApp to an individual. So the question I want to ask you this evening is, how much time do you, as a sales consultant, a sales station leader, or a team leader, actually invest every week? Do you listen to podcasts? Do you refer to our training sessions? Are you actually going through and participating in all of our online sessions? And are you going through the resources that we've actually provided you with so that you can learn? So what we're going to be doing, we are going to be going back to new team leader training. Okay, Janine, you can change my slide for me, please. And what we are doing is we are going to be giving you this evening. So if you're on the session, you have got all the dates of our new team leader onboarding sessions that are going to and have been planned for our new financial year. Now we know we have got team leader appointments on the 1st of August. So those team leaders that have been booked to have their applications in, Terry did put a message out today that we need all our new team leader applications in at head office by next week, Thursday, the 20th of July. So we are going to be working behind the scenes and actually preparing those new team leaders to actually start their new team leader journey on the 1st of August. Now, at this point in time, it's too short notice and we've got so much happening prior to conference in Gala that we are going to run our first new team leader session on Friday, the 2nd of September and Saturday, the 30th. Now, if you have a glance at these dates for 23 and 24, you will note that all the sessions are on a Friday and a Saturday. Why did we look at this possible combination of days? Because we understand and realize that there are many of our up-and-coming new team leaders are working a full-time job currently. So this means that they would need to put in leave for the Friday, and then we have utilized the Saturday, which is a day that invariably everyone would have off. I will include this slide on the Honey Team Leader community group so that you can actually take note of these dates and put them in your planner. Now, you will note on the side there is a business investment of 2,500 Rand. So this is an investment that your current top achieving Style Station leader that is going on to team leader will actually invest in her business. So what does this investment actually include? It's going to include your 2 days training. So just to give you a brief overview, on the Friday, the training will be done at our head office. And the sessions that have been planned for the Friday will all be facilitated by the respective line manager at head office. So if, for example, we are looking at how to understand your statement, what's the difference between a debit and a credit, Terry would be nominated or one of her colleagues in the finance department to actually run that session. So Friday will be spent at our head office. We're also going to include a full display of the current collection that will be available at the time of the training. And Candice will also be coming in and giving a product knowledge overview, as well as how to care for your product and some of the features and benefits of our product. It is going to include a one-night accommodation, so the Friday evening with your dinner included on the Friday evening, as well as a breakfast on the Saturday morning. We're going to also include a policies and procedures manual. So Janine, Gala, and I have been working through this document over the past few weeks, and hopefully tomorrow we're going to put the final touches to that so it will be ready for you when you as a team leader actually come to conference on the 12th of August. And then what we are going to be doing is that policy and procedure manual will then be issued to the new team leader going on training so that she will be using this as a reference document through her journey. It's also going to include a recruitment pack. And why would we want to include a recruitment pack? Because there is going to be a challenge to all the new team leaders to go out and do a full recruitment and a face-to-face induction. So we are at this point going to be on a role play here where you are going to be inducting a sales consultant, and we're going to learn. We're going to teach each other. We're going to look at these hot tips. And then we're also going to include a graduation gift. So training attendance is going to be required for all new team leaders before your account is open. So if you as a team leader currently have a style station leader that is achieving, she's meeting all the criteria in terms of her sales, as well as the appointment of new sales consultants who are active, so that have purchased the recruitment pack and are active. So if, for example, as a team leader, your plan is that you want to appoint your team leader, your style station leader to team leader in October, that means she would need to attend the training in September so that we can cover everything that we need to in terms of her training, and that she will be ready to have her account opened on the 1st of October. Janine, you can change my slide. Thank you. Okay, so this is just a little vision board of what to expect. Rosh and I have gone to the City Lodge Hotel, which is exactly 4 minutes away from where our head office is. There is an on-site gym, so if you feel that you've overeaten from all the training where we're going to spoil and treat you, well, there's an on-site gym that you'll be able to go to. We are going to be making use of their restaurant facilities in the evening for dinner, as well as a full buffet breakfast in the morning. There is a swimming pool. Of course, we can't use it now. It's the middle of winter, but those that are going to be scheduled for training in the summer months, well, this is going to be there for you. And if you personally want to stay behind and connect, because you are going to have a business buddy from the session and you want to do the Saturday evening as well, stay over and make a weekend of it, we will arrange that at an additional fee from Roshni. She will actually negotiate for us. There will be sharing of rooms. So the bottom right-hand corner, you will see that there are twin beds in the rooms, but the accommodation will be shared. Important, because why? You are going to build relationships. When you come on new team leader training, you're making an investment, not only to yourself, but to everybody in the business. There are individuals who are going to be sharing stories and testimonials, and you're going to be learning from others that have already walked the path that you are going to be going on. So we want to hold hands and make sure that you are going to be successful. I'd also like to just quickly thank the mentors in the business for actually giving us some input in terms of what would you like to see on a new team leader training development agenda. So thank you to the mentors. You've given us some very valuable points. And to each and every one of you, irrespective of where you are in the honey journey now, what I want to just leave you with this evening is remember that stay in the mindset of learning, because as long as you are learning, you are growing. And if you're not growing, you're dying. And I think, yeah, that's where Janine's coming in with all her targets. We're having team leaders say, I need to go a bit lower. And I've said to quite a few of the individuals I've been chatting to, so I'm sure you are expecting an increase if you are employed full-time. You want an increase because you need more money. Well, you've got an opportunity in the palm of your hands now to earn way more than you're ever going to receive from a corporate company increase. So we're really saying, look at our business opportunity and we want to expose you. So tomorrow night, please make sure you check into Hot Tips. I've got an awesome surprise for you tomorrow evening. I'm not presenting. We've actually delegated the session to one of our current mentors, and it is absolutely brilliant. So please make a note that you do check in at 7 p.m. tomorrow night for something that is going to be a real surprise and a brilliant session. Thank you so much, Janine.
Awesome, Debs. I've got a question that maybe somebody else has. If I'm a current team leader in the business and I feel like I need a refresher, or maybe I came in the last couple of years when there was no new team leader training, will I be able to join in? Will I be able to book myself in for a refresher so I can really start my year off on a really good note and get all those hot tips from the top performers? Can I do that?
Yes, of course you can. So this is going to be open to any existing team leader that might not have had the opportunity of many years ago going to the country house that we had in Midrand, where we did the majority of our training, or at head office. So any team leader, even if you are currently a mother team leader and you feel that you need a refresher, the opportunity is there for you. And we would strongly recommend, if you are a team leader that has never been exposed to new team leader training, but you are appointing a new team leader, which is now a butterfly, which means you're now qualified to become a mother team leader, we would encourage you to actually join the session with your butterfly.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thanks, Debs. Look forward to those dates being published. Right. So just remember, 2,500 Rand investment, but really great value. Gail's had a great suggestion there. Why not stay an extra night, get your business plan sorted? Gail, you got your hand up. Do you want to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to put onto the table and say, wouldn't it be fantastic, actually, especially if you are out of town, that perhaps some other team leader decides to come with her butterfly and incentivizes her current butterfly to come up and to be trained. So many of you will come back and just say, I don't feel exactly equipped, or in that region, there's more training, all those sort of stories that come up. And I just actually think that I would love to see that we have to run more than one session in September and October, because mother team leaders have incentivized a butterfly and come up for the weekend. Gauteng does have some lovely activities that we can include as well. So not just the mountain and the sea. And then, of course, you are encouraged to stay over if you are local. You are definitely encouraged to stay over and to bond. And I think that you will love that. But if you've got a little baby and you need to go and sleep out and sleep at home and come back in the next morning, that of course can be facilitated. So to the young moms who maybe do have babies, we don't want you to feel that you've got to sleep out for the night, but you can do the dinner, you can be part of all the activities, go home, do your breastfeeding, and come in the next day. So that's it from my side. I'm going to overnight. I'm coming every month. I'm overnighting.
No, absolutely. Great. I think we're onto something really exciting there with training. So now what have we got planned for you? I get the really exciting part here, because we had the Elite Sales Influencer Program in May. So many of you walked away with those beautiful bags. We had the next session last month with the beautiful gold pouch that many of you walked away with. And what have we got planned for July? We've had many, many questions. What are we doing? What's going to happen in July? But I'm going to just jump over July for 1 second and just remind everybody about our amazing upcoming conference and gala that's happening on the 12th of August. If you have not booked, I really want to urge you right now to get your hands on that Google link and book. The plans are coming together beautifully, and I managed to scrounge around earlier on I didn't even tell Debbie and Gala I was doing this. I just need to go and find it. But what I have in my little grubby paws, I can just hear Gail's going to come running down the passage any minute, is I have got the gift that you are going to get during the day at our Sales Explosion Conference. It is absolutely beautiful. It is got place for you to put an A5 notebook. It's got place for you to have a wallet with your money, your phone. It's absolutely unisex. It's completely divine. It is worth way more than the cost of your ticket price. Plus, we're going to water and feed you and give you a whole lot of other value. So really, if anyone is hesitating as to whether you should come on the 12th to our Sales Explosion Conference, apart from the gift, you've got the top trainer in Africa, Barry Mitchell, coming to do training with you. And he's going to actually ask you this question and show you how you can figure out how big your game is. So I really want to urge everybody who hasn't booked, whether you're a team leader, a style station, or a sales consultant, you are welcome at our Sales Explosion Conference. Please get your hands on that link and book yourself in. For those that have booked and are coming to the conference and have decided to come to the gala, I need to just see in the chat function, who's keen to see what your gala gift is? I know you've seen it on paper, but do you want to see it? Can't wait, Tando can't wait. Yes, me. Yes. Well, here it is. It's not the same as you won in the Sales Elite Influencer Club incentive. It is a different handbag. This one is super special because this is the one that you can slide onto the back of your hand luggage trolley bag when you are flying back to KZN or Cape Town or PE or East London after gala. I promise you now, it is absolutely magnificent. And this is your gala gift. One thing I just want to highlight, no attendance, no gift. So please don't jump on and register with no intention of attending, but just sending a mail to Rosh to say, please send my gift. If you're not there, we've got a really, really awesome checking in facility at Gala which is going to be barcoded, linked to your booking. And only if you have actually booked and paid will you get your barcoded entry. So don't travel up all that way either to come and collect your free gift if you haven't booked and paid, because unfortunately we might then need to send you down to the casino to gamble rather. We don't want to do that. We want to have all of you in our sales conference. We have gone all out. The gifts are amazing. This is just the beginning. All I'm saying is this is just the beginning. Get there. We value you. We value your attendance and we want you there. So to keep the surprise element and to keep the excitement alive, this slide is just to highlight a little bit of information I need to make you aware of around the ultimate brief. Nobody is going to see the ultimate catalog or any item from the ultimate collection until conference. Many of you that are on this call will know the days that we used to have our conference, and at a certain point on the agenda, the lights would go out, the music would play, and our range would get launched. That's what we're going to be doing again this year. No more sending out a brief note with all the products in it, and everyone's looking on social media, and everyone has already seen the collection before you come to Gala. We want those of you that are investing your time and money to come and get a VIP experience with us, where we launch the collection to you at our conference in Gala. We take you through a catalog workshop. We excite you, we delight you, ignite you to leave conference on a high where you are excited about what we've given you. That's going to be the advantage of being part of our conference in Gala. Those of you that have invested so much money, it makes it exclusive for you. Why should those with respect at home not making the investment have the same benefits? So we've done all our catalog planning. Thank you to Gala and Salvin in the warehouse around how we're going to make sure those catalogs get to those of you in the field, because you don't want to be carrying them home on the airplane. And how can you take advantage of our opening offers? We've got it all covered. Remember, we were in the field. We know what those challenges are, either in town and out of town. We've got it covered. It's more reason why you have to get to Gala and conference. It's the first opportunity you are going to get to see this collection. Touch it, feel it, get used to it, get familiar with it, get the sales tools from Barry on how to go and market it, all the training and input that you need to really kickstart your business. So honestly, want to urge anyone who isn't coming to please make sure you come. If you don't, it's going to be quite late in August that you are only going to get to see your catalog for the very first time. So you will be receiving your brief by the 20th of the month at the absolute latest on our catalog options and our catalog offers. And we've got some great excitement when it comes to that as well. Something new that we are introducing with our catalogs, but I'm going to leave that for when it's ready and time to share that information with you. But a lot of work is going on around the scenes and behind the scenes. So please don't try and phone head office and get a sneak peek. All of our staff have signed a very strict confidentiality agreement. So nobody's going to get figures or pictures. So don't try. Okay, we want this to be exciting. We want it to be amazing. But that's August. What have we got in July to make things a whole lot warmer for you? How are we going to hot things up in July? We've had our sales influencer club, and I just want to say thank you here to the mentors. We were on a call recently, and I put it out there because we're not rowing this boat on our own. This is a collective opportunity where we can collaborate and get ideas from each other. And we asked our mentors, what do you think we should do for July? And it was quite exciting because one of the established mentors came back and said, you know, we used to do this thing a long time ago. We haven't done it for a long time. So how about we focus on our sales consultants? Because our last two have focused on our team leaders. So here it is. It will be sent out to you all tomorrow. We are launching a sales consultant sales rally, and it started today. So if you place orders today, you're already included. Starting today at 8 a.m., finishing on Monday next week at 8 a.m., all of our sales consultants will earn an extra 5%, providing they do 750 Rand sales in the 7-day period. As long as they do 750, they will get an extra 5%. So if they sell a pair of shoes and a handbag, instead of earning 15%, they'll get 20%. If they sell accessories, watches, sunglasses, instead of 20%, they'll get 25%. It won't be invoiced at that price. At the end of the week, we'll measure the sales and we'll pass a credit to every single sales consultant's account by the 25th of July so that they can use that credit to purchase something special for themselves. They can collect a client's cash and place a client's order against that amount they receive, or they can use it to help pay their month-end orders. That's up to them. but every sales consultant that does 750 Rand in the next 7 days, and it already started this morning, will get an extra 5%. So I want to see in the chat function. Hi, I saw Roberta smile. Tando loves it. Balakile loves it. Simi loves it. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Charity loves it. Michelle, Angeline. We'll monitor the figures. We'll keep you posted. All you got to do is get out there and drive your sales consultant. I can promise you now, Chantal has got a lot of stuff lined up in this week. We had the most divine item to launch today, and we decided not to because it was snowing in Joburg. But it's still coming to you, and you'll get it later this week, the minute the temperature goes up. But we've got amazing stuff coming. So if I was you, I'd be getting on the phone tonight and encouraging and telling every single sales consultant this is their chance to get themselves a winter bonus. But that's not all. Not only are we doing a sales consultant sales ready in preparation for the start of our new financial year, in preparation for you making sure that you are surrounded by the right people and the right networks to help you grow your business and reach your targets in the next financial year, you might be needing a couple of new bodies. So what we're also launching at the same time to coincide with this is a sales referral rally, a year-end referral rally. This is for everybody, whether you're a sales consultant or whether you're a style station or whether you're a team leader. We are challenging you to get out there in the next 7 days from today to next Monday, the 17th, and see if you can find 7 people to join your business. One a day. One a day keeps the creditors away. Understand that. So what we're saying is go out and find 7 people in 7 days who each do just 750. 1 week challenge, 750. If they can do 750 in 7 days, they're going to receive one of our Honey exclusive gifts. So if you're a sales consultant, you can go out and find 7 friends. If you do that, that will support your journey to becoming a style station. If you're a current style station and you go out and find 7 new team members while you're heading and getting closer to your way of becoming a team leader. If you're a current team leader, lead the way by example. Show your sales consultants and style stations that you too can recruit. Encourage them, challenge them. Put a team challenge together for everybody in the team, your consultants, your style stations, and yourself to go and find 7 people in 7 days. I bet you, if you have to take out your phone now, there are 7 people that you've never spoken to about Honey before, sitting in your phone right now that you can contact. And all they have to do is spend 750 Rand. And they'll be considered a qualified recruit. So we have a sales rally, we have a referral rally, we're driving the next 7 days specifically, along with all the other promotions that we've got coming. And we really, really are excited to see the results that we can get out of doing that. So I just want to say for everybody, I just want to see if there's any comments in the chat. Interesting times ahead. Yes, blessing, there are. It's 1 bag and 1 collagen. Loving the challenges, 7 people at 750. That works out to 5,250 Rand sales, everybody. If you can just encourage every consultant to do that, your work's taking care of you for the month of July.
Janine, emergency,
Yes.
emergency.
Yes.
Simi's fainted. Simi's fainted.
Has she?
Let me remind you, Simi was for years the top sales consultant in the Western Cape. She could sell 30 grand on her own, and on a sales rally, she was always the top performer, but she's just fainted.
So the sales consultant rally is for sales consultants, okay? The referral rally is for sales consultants, style stations, and team leaders. So what that means is when you, as a team leader or style station leader, are registering the new recruit, make sure that you're putting the referring consultant's code in there as the referrer, okay? So that we can link those 7 recruits back, because we would love to be celebrating sales consultants that go out there and recruit, because maybe they didn't even realize they had the ability to recruit. Maybe they didn't even realize they could become a style station. Maybe you didn't know that you had people in your team that are really great referrers. They might not always be the top sellers, but they're awesome referrers. That's who we're looking for to help you build your teams and be ready for the next financial year. So we're very excited about it, and Debbie's training over the next couple of weeks is going to support this. So 7 people in 7 days doing 750. Hence the reason for the magic 7. Are there any questions before we end this call around anything that we've shared? We obviously will communicate all of this out to you in written
Janine,
format.
one of the questions, if I could just answer, Antoinette asked if your recruitment pack is a contributor to the 750. We measure in the 750 on commissionable sales.
Yeah. There's no value in selling a recruitment pack. You're not earning anything. So it's a great start. But we want commissionable sales because that's what you earn on. Because what's the point in getting 7 people that buy a recruitment pack? You aren't getting any earnings. But it's a great start. Okay, any other questions?
Michelle Wilson, I see where you're coming from. You've put up there, you said we've already lost 1 day. And so you might have missed it. Janine said it orders and payments as of this morning count. So whatever you placed already this morning, Michelle, you would not have lost it. It's all included. So I just wanted to answer that. So you've not lost, Michelle, you've actually got ahead.
And the other thing regarding that is for anybody who wants to know, in terms of the referrer rally, we will count the sales of the new recruits up until the 25th of July, because obviously if you've recruited somebody on the 17th, which is the last day, we need to give them a week to place their first order and pay for it at 750. So we will be calculating until the 25th of July, but the focus period is the 10th to the 17th of July to get up there and give it a boost. It's about creating energy, momentum in your business, excitement, fun, on the phone to your colleagues, your butterflies, your friends. Let's do this. How many have you done? Create a challenge group amongst you all. Post your number every day, how many people you've spoken to, recruited. It's about creating energy and momentum as you end this year and move into the new year. That's the intention behind this.
Janine, can you answer Mandy? She has a nice question there and asking if she has to fly to South Africa for the training. Obviously, we'd love her here, but I think you have a solution.
Yeah. So in the areas that are fast growing and developing, where we have critical mass, i.e. Zimbabwe, which is where Mandy is from, we will be hosting new team leader training sessions in those countries. First prize, as Gail said, would be to attend the one here, because you're obviously going to have the advantage of head office and meeting the staff, going on a tour of the warehouse, etc. But in terms of training content will be the same, and we will roll it out in the outside territory areas, yes. But if you can get to South Africa, first prize. Great. We said we didn't want to go over 30 minutes. It's 42 minutes that we've been on the call. It's always so nice when we connect with our community. It's never enough. We can just keep chatting all night. There's so much to share and so much to do. But Gail, I think we should hit the road in the icy conditions outside. And I just want to say thanks to Debs for presenting the new team leader training. I think of everything, we're so excited about that. And just think about it like this. If you get out there now and go and drive some sales and drive some recruits, you could find a potential style station this month in your business that over the next 90 days you can groom to potentially attend new team leader training in October. That's what it is. You are going to be wanting to develop style stations. We come at you with our plans and goals for the new year. Style station development focus is huge. This is a way for you to get yourself ready and get yourself in the game if you aren't already in the game. So how big is your game? How big is it going to be? It's all going to be about how many style stations you've got, because those become team leaders and those eventually give you your passive income. So thank you everyone for your time, and have a cozy, warm night. Sleep tight if you can, with your brains working overtime. We look forward to rewarding and recognizing you for your amazing results that are going to come out of the next 7 days. Thank you so much. Thank you, Debbie and Gail, and to all of you for attending.